Hi everybody, it's Dr. Lee, and I know we're in uncertain times based on what's going on with the coronavirus, particularly if you're in an area where there are more self-imposed or maybe even mandated quarantines. And if that's you, I know over the next few days, maybe even weeks, you may be tempted to do this. Just chillax in a hammock somewhere, catch up on your favorite shows that you've missed out on as you've been hustling in real estate. But I want to encourage you, instead of finding the nearest hammock, let's use this time as a do-over. And I know you may be wondering, what does she mean by do-over? Many of us ended 2019 and started 2020 with intentions of having our best business year yet. And there were things we wanted to accomplish, but guess what? Life happened, so they didn't get done. But now you've got in a built-in do-over. So I'm going to challenge you to pick at least one of the things I'm getting ready to mention. And if you're in an area where there is somewhat of a slowdown or maybe a complete halt, use this time to beef up your business. And first up on our list of productivity items for your business includes getting over the fear of doing videos. Now, for those of you that don't really want to be on camera, I always say you can always have client testimonials, vendor partners, or even those that work on your team do the videos for you. Not a big deal. I always come across people who are like, but I want to do videos. I want to be out there. I'm just a little apprehensive. I'm a little self-conscious. I'm a little whatever it may be. This is the time to do it. Now, here's the key. You don't upload the videos, but you should go ham. I want to challenge you. Try to create a video, at least one new one every day. Review it, edit it, get a feel for how to do these videos so that this becomes your new normal. But I want to encourage you The second productivity tip is to take online classes. We are in an industry where in order to maintain our license, we've got to keep our continuing education current. And I know some of you out there, you come to my classes and you're like, I'm just here for the knowledge. I don't need CE. I've got all I need. Good for you. And for those of you that are in that boat, maybe you just take these classes to brush up and learn some things that maybe you've always wanted in your business, but you just never had the time. But for the rest of us, I know you can absolutely use the CE credits, so this is a great time. You can catch up. There's so many different CE classes available online. Find them and use this as a time to get caught up. Third on our list is to take the time to write handwritten notes to all of those in your database that you've been meaning to do this for however many eons. I know many of us really value handwritten note cards, and for those of you that have been wanting to do it but meaning to do it but you just couldn't find the time, here's the time for you. Next up, I know there may be some of you that have a stack of business cards from different events you've been to and you haven't been able to input any of the data, you haven't been able to follow up. This is the time to do it. I want to challenge you to input them into whatever system you're using. You could be using an official CRM, customer relationship management database, or you could just be using a notebook. No shame in it. If it works for you, it works. But this is the time to make sure you don't have loose business cards just laying around your home and in your car and in your bags, and these people are going without touches from you. And to that point, the next one is get to know your CRM. Now, I know some of you are rocking out and you're using everything your CRM offers, and then you're even updating them with suggestions on how to make it better. But then there's those of us that we haven't really used our CRM. And unfortunately, that means our clients, our database, our friends, our family, and even those people who really were strangers when we met them, they've stayed strangers because we are not following up. I work with a lot of top producing agents who are not using any type of electronic system. I know we consider that old school, but if it works for you, it worked. Point being, this is a great time to nix anything that's not working for you and maybe start to explore other things that could work better. Which leads us to our next point. If you do have a CRM, but you're not happy with it, maybe you feel like it's just too hard to use. I always tell people when it's too hard to use for you, that means it's not a good fit. I know some people feel like, well, I need to just keep trying and I just need to figure it out. No, scrap it. If it's been 6 months to a year or longer that you've used it, get rid of it. Go back to the drawing board. This is a great time to hop online for other tools that can ultimately help you help your clients better by staying in touch. And while we're talking about staying in touch with your clients, I know some of you are face-to-face people. And this becomes a great time to get more comfortable with video technology that allows you to have live conversations. That could mean things like doing calls by Zoom or Uber Conference or FaceTime or Skype. Or it could mean getting more comfortable with Facebook Live and Instagram Live and using TikTok. There's so many ways for us to now connect with our clients and our vendors face to face and never actually be in their presence. But you still get to see the nuances and expressions and all of the nonverbal communication that's so important to how we communicate and relate to those with whom we serve. There's so much more we can and should be doing with our marketing, especially if you are under some type of quarantine, again, whether it's self-imposed or mandated. So I want to encourage you, if you are still wondering what else your marketing is missing, I have a no-fee marketing presence checkup where you can self-reflect and you can self-analyze. This isn't anything where I keep the data. It's all for you to be able to jot down what you're doing and to just kind of self-reflect and realize, hey, maybe these are some of the areas where I've got gaps, I've got holes, and I need some additional support. And until next time, gang, here's to your success.